Hi everyone, it's Denise with Wondubar Crafts. I am here to do a final flip through of my design team project for Crafty Cat. It is the Valentine's journal that I've been working on using her Old Love Notes digital kit. I gotta say I really had a lot of fun with this journal simply because there were a lot of firsts that I did with this journal and I really fell in love with it. So I enjoyed making it. It does come in this beautiful box. The box is 12 and a half wide by 8 and 7/8 or 8 and 3/4 inch in length, and it is 3.5 inches deep. It has a magnetic front, as you can see, and the lid is decorated just as nicely as the box lid. So let's take everything out and we'll go through it. All right, let me set this off to the side real quick. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the zipper pouch. Okay. This zipper pouch is a 9.5 wide by 7 long. It is a vintage zipper on here. And as you can see, what I did was just strip some fabric and made it that little raggedy, fuzzy edges there. Okay, the zipper is vintage. I put a little charm on here that my friend Amy at Crafty Cat gave me. Thank you, Amy. And I'm just going to use that as the zipper. Of course, the zipper pulls fine. I just put it on there for decoration. It has the remaining tags, and I made some little envelopes that you can play and decorate with using the die cuts in here. Like this one says love on it. It's just like a little envelope, or you can actually glue it down and make it a tag envelope kind of thing here. And let's see, so, and then the remainder of the tags and flags and everything, because I did also use Medieval Mirage's illuminated flora, so what is left of those are all in there for you to play with. There is a ribbon card, big one. Each of these I think has like 7 yards of ribbon and some ribbon and yarn and all that, obviously you can see for you to play with. And then there are 4 cards. One has chiffon and 3 sari, which is like a mauve brick red, a pink, and then a beige sari silk. They're all wrapped on my new lace cards. And then all the fabrics, and those are all ribbons and stuff that I used inside the journal. I think there's one that's like extra that I thought went well with it. All these fabrics too, also in the journal or on the zipper pouch, are inside on little lace fabric cards. So you have those to play with. Okay, so let me set that aside. Put it all back nice and neat here in a minute. I made another pen case. This one is made with like a cream colored, it's almost like a faux leather. It has a batting, white batting, soft batting inside. It has a Lady Jane pen, never used, brand new. Okay, and then I just decorated it. I put this little bowl pen with a butterfly and a key charm on here to kind of weight it down. I did not put a strap here because I didn't want to mess up or have it take a chance of popping off any of the flowers. So it's actually here as a weight, and it does really well. And that, like I said, that's all handmade. Okay. Little charm on the front. So we got that. And then the fun part, yay, the journal. I gotta tell you, I had so much fun because there's so many firsts for me. The crackle paint, obviously, the stenciling and all that for the cover, that was all a first for me. I had so much fun making this journal. It just, I'm just so pleased with it. It's all, obviously, you can see it's all hand decorated. In here is a little crocheted envelope. Inside there's a little thank you note in there. The spine, let's see, how big is she? She is 5 inches wide by 7 3/4 and has an 1.5 inch spine. As you can see, I used one of my snippet rolls and then I decorated it on top. You can see there's a lot of dimension here, a lot of stuff that you can feel and play with. I added some of this, I guess it's not really lace. It's kind of like a satiny leaf on here. And then here is the back. There is 3 signatures, and they're all decorated with lace and trim and pom-poms and fun stuff. Has a hitch post closure. That's another first for me. What I did with this is it has an elastic band, so you can use the elastic band, but I put 4 jump rings on here with a little charm so that as it gets fatter, you can extend it out so that it doesn't, you know, alligator, but there's plenty of room for you to in each of the loops if you need to for the closure on there. I just stuck it on the first loop, but you can actually put it like that, and then that would just dangle until you're ready to use it. But like I said, I just had it on that loop. Okay. And then of course, as you can see, it has a butterfly that's dimensional. There's a little like a little lock, and here's like the key. It doesn't really work, but you know. Okay, and then I used Crafty Cat's old love notes, Medieval Mirage's Illuminated Flora, and her add-on volume 1, and her add-on volume 1 for that. And Carolaine creates her lace digital for background. Okay, so the tip-in is from Crafty Cat's digital. And like I said, there's 3 signatures. The first one is 12 pages, the second is 11, and the third is 12. And so that totals 140 pages. Sorry, I'm just looking at my little notes over here. So here is this first signature, and there's plenty of writing room in here. Also, some of this coffee stained paper, I think, I was like, this one's mine. And then here is Medieval Mirage. And then this comes from a book called Love Letters, page from there, and it's just a little flip in with some trim on there. This is Crafty Cat's digital. And then here is the bingo card from her kit. Okay, and it's backed with Caroline creates her lace pattern coffee dyed paper. And it's decorated with a little dimensional butterfly and some lace flowers. This came from Medieval Mirage. Avocado dyed composition paper. This comes from an old railroad daily distribution of labor. This is like their label, and I left the handwriting that was in the book. It's let me see, how old is that book? Okay, this comes from the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Railroad Company. Looks like 1911 for June. And this was like their, I guess their daily distribution of labor book. But anyways, that's where that came from. Crafty Cats. And then I backed it with my tea stain paper. Some avocado dyed music paper with some Medieval Mirage, and a little card here with a little heart paper clip. And then this paper came from Melody at WilloughbyHouse. Thank you, Melody. And then I just decorated it with a little die cut. This is that 100% cotton tea stain paper. Crafty Cats. Here's the center signature, and I just used some little hearts to tie off the tie-offs on it. I didn't put any additional charms dangling from this one because I didn't want to overdo it with it, if that's even possible. Okay, and here is a, in her kit, there were some pockets, and so I just decorated it with some pearls, and there's some more of that leaf ribbon, and this one's in pink. And then here is an envelope from Medieval Mirage, and I just decorated it, and I put some avocado dyed paper in there to write a note. In there, decorated with a pretty button with the, it's an old vintage button, and it still has the thread left in it. All right, here's that cotton paper, music paper, and then this one has a little envelope paper clip with a heart on it. And then, of course, I did some decorative stitching around some of the pages. And there's the back half of that railroad ticket, or the railroad slip composition notebook. Here is a belly band, and I just took one of her little tags and just altered it as a paper clip. This comes from Crafty Cat's Old Love Notes. Little card there. And then some of Medieval Mirages in there, because they went, I think they went so well together. The colors went so well together. And I do know Amy loves Medieval Mirage. So that's in there. And then some little pom-pom trim. This is the CD case that I made a video on. Okay, and inside there is just a little card. You can either use the card or write on it. Very, very simple. This is all this decoration came from Crafty Cat's Old Love Notes. All right. And that's just attached to that other book page from Love Letters. And then Medieval Mirage, copy stained. And then this is backed with my copy stained paper. And then some Sari Silk, just a little ruffle there. I did coat the spine, the inner part of the spine with fabric. And then here's the second signature. Okay. And this is Caroline Creates Digital, her lace digital. This paper came from my friend Lori. Thank you, Lori, at Lori Creation Studio. Okay. And then this is a page from Edith Holden, the February page. And I just did some decorative stitching on there. Crafty Cats with a little bit of sari ribbon. And then this is mulberry paper. And I think that's roses that are in there. If not, it's a pretty red flower of some sort. I thought it looked pretty in there. And then some pink lace. And then here's just a little, one of those little wax bags with a journaling card that I made. It's got backed with avocado dyed paper and using Crafty Cat's Yes, I Love You. And then here's some of Crafty Cat. She has this in her shop. It's just like some painter's paper, but it's a beautiful, like mauve pink. And then I put a little flag from Medieval Mirage and this little, it is a dimensional butterfly, so you can tuck up the little wings on it. Here's a little shopping list. And here is the center signature. I just put a little lace packet all the way across and then put the tags from her kit in here. And one of her cards. And this one comes from Medieval Mirage. And then a pink doily. And then I just decorated it with some of her cutout there. And then I just tied the tie off with a little heart. And then this is a little flip from Melody at WilloughbyHouse. And I do know, I think she's got 1 or 2 flips still left in her shop. Another tag from Crafty Cat's old love notes, and another card, and then a medieval Mirage tag there. And there's the other half of the shopping list. Here's the painter's paper, and then I just put a piece of washi here. I'm going to need to glue that down a little bit better because that edge is coming up. And she had, and I just put some decoration there. She had, has a little tag pocket in here, and I just fussy cut that and stuck it in the pocket. If I can get it back in the pocket. Like that. And then here's another tag from her old love notes, and then this one's from Medieval Mirage, and then I just made this a tuck behind it. And then here's the other half of that bag. And then what I did was made a little journaling card, and then on the other side I just did a die cut so that you have some more journaling space, and then a little pocket in here with her tag Medieval Mirage, and then I made a little envelope here that has a little piece of that 100% cotton paper in there. And you could glue it down if you wanted, or just leave it like an envelope like that. And then I did leave the back side as a tuck, so you could tuck that, and then a little pocket in there. I did do that one off camera while I had marbles in my mouth. Okay, and then just trimmed with some little rosettes, mulberry paper, and then this is from her kit. This bag I got from Lori at Lori's Creative Studio, and then this big tag comes from Crafty Cat's old love notes kit, and I left it as is because it was just such a pretty tag. I couldn't, she collages so well, you almost don't have to do anything. And then this is Carolaine Creates. I backed it with her lace. So it's a nice big journaling card in there. All I did was just put like a little eyelet on the top. And then this is glued into the Edith Holden page. And then here's Lori's paper. And that's the end of the middle signature. And then the last signature just has a chiffon ruffle. Okay, and then I just decorated this with just a die cut. And then this is my coffee paper, Medieval Mirage. And then here's another page insert from my old love letters. And then I just decorated it with some washi. And then in here, I did this on camera. This is the page from Medieval Mirage that I turned into a pocket. Okay, and then this is the Vinegar Valentine that I did on camera that decorated the seed pouch. And then it has a little card in here. It says, "Love you lots." And then there are hundreds of languages, but a smile speaks them all. And then there's the Vinegar Valentine on the back. Okay, so that is in there. You can obviously take it out if you don't like it there. And put whatever, maybe paper or some notes or something like that in there. Okay, and that's all decorated with that wedding lace there. And then this is some old rickrack. And then another belly band. And then I made an altar paper clip with Crafty Cat's little heart. And then just a couple little tags. Here's a little ATC card. It says, "Blame it on my wild heart." Okay. Which I thought was kind of cute. It's kind of hard to twist and turn. And then here is some composition, avocado dyed composition notebook paper, but this was like older stuff that I had used. It was, you can faintly see the lines, but it when I dyed it, it didn't, the lines kind of faded, but I still like the color. And then here's another one of those railroad tickets, or railroad slips. And this is from Crafty Cats, digital. Just put some lace on there. Avocado dyed music paper with another little heart and a postcard from Medieval Mirage. Here's some of that 100% or that cotton tea stain paper. And this is Crafty Cats. And then I just lined it with some beaded or some pearled ribbon. Here's the center with a pink doily with the hearts just added to the end. And then this one has lace, pink lace. This is avocado dyed lace on one side and then pom-poms on the other. Okay, and then there's that 100% cotton paper, the other side, and there's two postcards here with a little envelope. I just put a little ribbon on there, a little flag, just decorated it. And then this is Crafty Cats. This is my tea stained. Here's Crafty Cat with just a little bit of lace. And the railroad ticket avocado dyed composition. Here's another side tuck. I made another little journaling card. This actually was another one of her pockets, and I just kind of cut the very top off and then just decorated it. So you had a little journaling card. I made this was another one of those bursts with my wax seal. The little envelope with a Crafty Cat tag in there. We did on camera on alterations tag. Okay. And then almost, and then we got some of that fuzzy stuff that I love, the eyelid, I know it's not eyelash because it's too thick, but to me it just reminds me of the eyelash trim, so that's what I call it. Here is the page from that book, Old Love Letters, and I just thought that was cute. He's dropping a little Valentine or something, a little card down to her from the top window. And I just lined it with some lace. And then Medieval Mirage. Here's copy paper with just a die cut on there. The end of the signature and the tip in. And there is my stamp with my signature on it. So I had so much fun. Oh, and the little charm at the bottom of this says, live the dream on the heart. And I just had so much fun making this, guys. I really, really did. I hope you like the flip through. Let me know what you think. She is listed in my Etsy now. And so what's next for Wondubar Crafts? Well, I've got all my tax stuff collected. I still just got to do my taxes, so that'll probably take a day or two to get everything uploaded and then get them done. And then I will, I'll be working on my own. I've got a couple little digitals in mind that I've got one that's in the works, a couple more that are still in the brain that need to be downloaded. In between that, I'm going to brew up some dye, and I'm going to do, it's not going to be a massive dye. I've had a large request for those Valentines packs I did. So I may do a few more. There won't be a whole ton like I had last time because I only have like, I think 8 or 9 of those little packets, the little free gift with packet or purchase packets left that I can do. So I might do those and then just put some additional avocado dyed paper in there for now to get you through until I can figure out some other packs to do. So, because I'll probably have like an envelope pack I might do like small bits and pieces kind of pack where it might have like guest checks and smaller pieces of paper, index cards of different sizes, CD cases, maybe some avocado dyed cheesecloth or something, bits and pieces like that. Do some kits like those. So that's kind of what's coming up next in Wondubar Crafts in the shop. So as far as journal, it just depends on what I feel comes next, I guess. But until next time, guys, plenty of hugs, loves, and blessings. I'm sure I'll see you probably to do some ephemera and build up some stuff for my stash. So until then, love you guys. Mwah. Bye.